Alright guys, I thought I'd just mention to you before I get this thing started that these are not your average, these are really not your average tips. These are actually a lot, well, I can't say like the best of the best, but these are tips that you just don't hear every day, and they're really useful. The first one I'm going to mention is that hay bales, when you fall on them, they get rid of almost all fall damage. As you saw, I took no fall damage, and no fall damage is not turned off or anything. As you can see, took fall damage right there. But if you're falling down, say in the nether where you can't place water, and you just place that, you notice how I didn't take any damage there. So that's where hay bales can be really, really useful. Or just, you know, if you don't have, say, water on you right now, and you're trying to get to the bottom, if you could do that, or you can hit the ground. However, this doesn't work infinitely. You will start eventually taking some bits of damage with hay bales if I go, say, super duper high up. Say, like, all the way up here. Now, if I go down on a hay bale, oh, I didn't even hit the hay bale, but either way, I would have taken probably like 3 or so hearts of fall damage. Let's try that again. So I'm going to go just as high as I went before, and I'm even going to switch to hay bales for a second, because I'm out of blocks. So now if I just fall down, you notice how I only took a single heart from there. It's a little delayed, but yeah, so that's tip number 1. This one is going to be, I can't do this, the fact that when you are sprinting under things, you'll notice that while I'm jumping, I keep hitting my head on the thing. You'll notice that that is actually faster than normal for getting across things. However, as you can see, my hunger bar is depleted, that it uses food a lot faster. However, say I'm that guy with like way too much food. I don't even know. Let's just grab golden apples. I'm not feeling particularly picky. And now I go here. So now I can just sprint again because I've got some hunger. You can see that it's just actually a lot faster than if I just sprinted like that, or if I'm jumping while sprinting. Because jumping while sprinting is faster than sprinting, but yeah, not as fast as that. Now, I know you won't always be able to have tunnels there, but it could be useful if you just got a low-lying tree and you just take a quick few steps, especially if you're, say, running from a friend, if you're doing some kind of challenge, or if you're going for a speed run. Those little bits of speed always help. Okay, and where else can this be used? I really don't think there's many other places, but yeah, I think that's just where you can be using it. It's still really useful. Actually very few people know about, and I actually only found out really recently, like actually earlier today of making this video. Yeah, and this one is actually pretty surprising, but you'll notice when I break a thing of dirt, it goes relatively quickly. You know, it's dirt, and you're probably thinking, well, what am I getting at? Well, it's that you actually break stuff a lot slower while in midair. As you can see, it's almost like I have some kind of mining fatigue effect, or like I'm underwater. And no, it's not anything like that, but I'm literally just jumping up and down in the air. See, as soon as I stop, this goes really quickly. Another thing to go with this same kind of fatigue effect, if I'm in a single block of water and I'm not doing anything, you notice that it's going just as fast. But if I'm kind of doing this and trying to swim upward, I go a lot slower. I think just it's like simulating your character trying to focus on multiple things at once. I don't actually know. But yeah, just remember that while doing this. Oh, should I actually mention, the same thing it actually applies if I say take ladders. You go really slowly on ladders. So let's say I go into survival and I put on ladders, right? And so I go on and then I just shift just so that I'm staying on the ladder. You know, you notice how much slower it is, and as soon as I'm off the ladder, fine. And even if I'm, okay, I'm on the top now. But even if I just keep going up and down, really slow. So yeah, don't break stuff while on ladders, jumping up or down, or while underwater if you can help it, unless you have Aqua Infinity. Guys, so the next tip, I feel like there's a decent portion of you guys who probably know this, but there's also a large part of the population that don't. So if you see, like, say, gravel above your thing, instead of just going through and having it all fall down on you like that, like, so let me just go, say, a couple more things down, right? So now this is here again. So now I break the 2 blocks underneath of it so that this 1 block of stone is supporting it, and put something like a torch or, you know, a pressure plate. So say you don't have any torches to spare, all you could do is take a single a piece of, not a button, 2 pieces of stone or wood or whatever, and get a pressure plate. That works just fine. And you just put all, break the stone, and you notice that all of the gravel goes away, and because it gets kind of like block logged on the thing. So yeah, that's just a quick and easy way to do that. You guys who have been who do redstone, and you guys probably use slime blocks a lot. I'd imagine you do to carry additional blocks on. Let me see. Say I get just some ordinary planks and I put them on all sides. You guys know how slime blocks work. They stick to everything else and pull it up. But then you guys probably have all these contraptions that involve putting 2 sticky pistons, and they both need slime blocks. And when you use one, it just pulls up the other and completely ruins the contraption. So then what's the solution? If you notice, if I use, say, instead of a slime block, a honey block, it actually works the exact same way as a slime block. However, now, if I take the honey block, you notice that it doesn't actually stick to the slime block. Slime blocks and honey blocks do not stick to each other, so I can put 2 separate redstone outputs near each other to put them up separately. So this, I think, will help a lot of redstone users, or just people who, in general, who play in creative a lot, because honey blocks are really hard to get in survival. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys will have a lot of like fun making stuff with this knowledge. Alright guys, if most of you guys are like me, you'll probably be traveling with some kind of a similar loadout to me. And I don't mean like the cobblestone, like the blocks of food, flint and steel, whatever. I'm mainly talking about the lava bucket and the water bucket. Now, here's the thing though, if you're just playing normal survival, like not a speedrun or anything, you probably don't need this lava bucket, especially if you have this flint and steel. If you need it for obsidian, you're probably not going to even have enough to actually make like proper obsidian. Like if you're using it for a portal, a single obsidian block is usually not going to do anything for you. Now, you should probably always keep the milk on you at all times. Now, you guys are probably saying, yeah, I already know it's for potion effects, but say I come down here and I am really unlucky, and say there's a witch down here, and I get splashed with something like, I don't know, poison, like that. Now, you guys have definitely been put in this position before, and it is super annoying to be poisoned, especially because then you kill the witch and you're thinking, well, that was super easy, and now, without the milk, I'm stuck on half a heart afterwards, and what do? Right? And then, usually it's nighttime when you're running into these witches, and as soon as you come across any other kind of mob, you know you're dead. So, the reason that you keep the milk on you is when you get in this fight, as soon as you kill the witch, you take off the poison effect, and then you're all good. Instead of being like me and just being stuck on a single half heart until I run into some kind of zombie or anything else. Alright, on to tip number, what are we on, 7? Now, how it's drinking a potion to heal itself. Now, the reason this is important, I'm just going to let it get back to a good amount of health. The reason you want to kill it while it's drinking a potion is because then it'll actually drop the potion, as you can see. Now, you don't want to just start killing it when it's drinking the potion. Like, make sure it's nice and low before you strike. So I'm just going to wait for it, and as soon as it starts drinking, you see, now I've got a potion of healing. Now, say I put 2 of them, I'm going to do the same thing. See, I leave this one really low. There's 1. And it's not just like some foolproof thing. Look, I'm going to wait for it to drink it. You see how it didn't actually drop it? So that is a really useful way of potion farming. Now, I think a lot of you guys probably also know the thing how if lightning strikes a villager, then, you know, it becomes a witch. So, if you're in a large village, what you need in order to repopulate a village is a lot of beds and possibly bread in order to breed them. So with this, then you can get a nice large village, and say I've gotten really lucky and get a trident or something like that. I mean, I'm probably not that good, but oh well. And then I get myself an enchantment table, and I get myself channeling, because I am a lucky boy. I come down, And conveniently, it's a thunderstorm, and because it's a thunderstorm, I can just have my fun. So wait, let me just assume it's a thunderstorm. Tridents with channeling will shoot, will, when they hit something, shoot lightning during thunderstorms. So yeah, that's how you can basically just farm potions off of witches. I can even do it one more time in case one of you guys think it's fake or something. And you saw how it didn't actually drop a potion every time. Like, say I kill this one really quickly, wait for it to be down the potion. Okay, stop drinking stupid potions. You see how it didn't drop anything at all, actually, which is unlucky. Usually it drops, like, glowstone dust or torches or something when doing it, but if I get it low, and you see, I'll let it take out a potion. Okay. Oh, I must have done it slightly too late. Let me try again. You also have to do it pretty quickly once it starts drinking the potion, because these things drink potions fast. Let's try it. Maybe it doesn't work with these things. Okay, let's wait. So if I hit it twice. Huh. Maybe it's, oh, there we go. I was worried for a second. Like, geez, where are all my potions going? Yeah, on to the next tip. Alright guys, now, I feel like this one actually should be pointed out. People who are just playing, for fun in survival and not really have any particular goal, like, in their own time, get to the nether, get to the ender dragon, make a really nice house, do whatever. A lot of you guys probably fish, for some, time or another, whether it's to get enchanted, gear, or just to get food, or whatever it might be. You probably do, just, this at some point. Now, most of you guys know that fishing rods don't have, like, a ton of durability. And when I say like that, I don't mean, like, it's not any, because it's 65 durability, which is actually quite a bit, but, 65 actually could run out, faster than you think it would. And something to notice, though, is that when I use it, once I get a catch, because, like, no one wants to be caught, it uses 1 durability. You know how things work. But some of you guys probably use fishing rods for just tiny little convenient spots, like these little pools. Now, the problem with this is that when a fishing rod hits the ground, like, see here, it's a shallow thing, and if you need to see again, it hits the thing first. Once you pull it up, it'll actually use double the durability that it would normally. So that actually does wear your fishing rod out a lot faster. So if you can, just take a little bit of time, to make the bigger space. Yeah. Oh, I just got a tripwire hook. Okay. Just take a little bit of time, expand the thing, expand the walls as well, because it's the same if the walls get hit. And as well as that, if you can, fish while it's raining. Fish are probably, I'd say, about double as common as when it's not raining. So if there's really anything to do when it's raining, it's fishing. Now, probably a lot of you guys know about fishing during the rain, but I still thought I should mention that to you guys. Alright, on to the next tip. So you guys know sprinting on packed ice is now even faster than sprinting on normal ice, as well as that it doesn't melt like normal ice does. But what if I told you that blue ice is actually even faster than packed ice? Only by a little bit, but it's actually faster than packed ice. Now you're probably thinking, well, what can I use this for? The only thing I see is like normal ice. I don't really see anything better. What can I use it for? Like, I only see ice, so I can't, like, why bother with packed ice and blue ice? Well, if you manage to get Frostwalker on your boots, and you see how when you walk around you just get a whole bunch of ice everywhere you go, and Silk Touch isn't that hard to get on a pickaxe. And okay, so something's wrong with that. Basically what you could do is basically farm ice for yourself. Actually, why is it not breaking? That's kind of cool. Okay, let's see. So basically, when you break the ice that's actually connected to the thing, then you can get a whole bunch of extra ice. There we go. There we go. Now, sometimes it doesn't work because your boots instantly replace the ice. But yeah, it works often enough for it to be like a good source of farming ice. And then if you take enough ice, now say I go and get myself a wood log, right? And I get myself a crafting table. Now with this crafting table, as you can see, if I take 9 ice, I can make packed ice. And now say, don't mind me going into creative for a second because I don't want to spend a ton of time farming the ice under my feet. Now say, oh geez, frozen. Now say I take a bunch of packed ice and do the same thing with my thing. You notice how I can make blue ice with the packed ice, 9 each. And yeah, that's really just how you get blue ice and how you use it to go a lot faster. I hope this helps you out. Oh, that actually, what I'm doing right now could also be a useful strategy. Just sprint jumping over water while having Frostwalker basically is doing the exact same thing. Can even do it back. Oh, there we go. And yeah, unfortunately momentum will eventually overtake you, so it's really not the best strategy. But, you know, whatever helps, so it's best to just take what you can. And yeah, okay, final tip now. You guys are gonna hate me, I'm so sorry. But, like, no, actually, you can stay. Anyways, where were we? Now, say I only have one, and your friend here, I don't even know what's wrong with that dog, has one, because you guys are trying to share the dogs equally, but then there's no more in anywhere that you can see. So what you actually can do is, if I feed one meat to my dog, and then feed one to my friend's dog, they will actually still breed, and now the baby one is like under my things. As you can see, I can still choose one second whether or not to sit. Actually, what's wrong with this one? I can choose to sit down this one, and these two will now be under the ownership of my friend. And say I do it again, usually it's completely random. Oh, they're still in love mode. Usually it's completely random. You really can't decide who gets which dog. Okay, what is wrong with this dog? But you can still breed them, and it will go under one of your controls. And as you saw, okay, that one's back to normal. I still can't. So now one of you guys has 2 dogs, so you can make like a dog army or whatever you want to make. You know. And then you can do it again with your friend in order to get the exact same thing. Oh, I didn't mean thing, but now that they're breeding, the baby one should be under my thing. Wait. Yeah, see, that one's under my control, but also this one, so that means the ones that they made were bred under my thing. So yeah, anytime that your friend and you have 1 dog each, just remember you can breed each other's, and eventually you'll each have 2. So this will conclude our video for today. This took quite a while to make, and we're sorry for not posting in the last little while, I know, but quarantine's been really getting to us. We've just had some stuff to do, you know, hanging with our families and stuff. But we will definitely be trying to post more often, and please drop a like if you want to see more things like this, and subscribe, maybe even hit that notification bell in order to see when we're going to do more things like this. We're probably going to make more Minecraft tip videos like this in the future, probably just as advanced if this goes well, and we're going to do a lot of tips because, you know, we want to just make everyone, you know, see all the secrets of Minecraft. We're not picky about keeping them to ourselves. And yeah, anyways, I hope you guys all stay safe out there in times like this. And yeah, I will